11 heartwarming ways cats comfort you without you realizing. Cats are often seen as mysterious, independent creatures, but behind those quiet moments and subtle gestures, they might be doing more for you than you realize. While dogs are known for openly displaying their love and support, cats have their own unique and deeply meaningful ways of comforting their humans, often without you even noticing. In this video, we're uncovering the hidden ways your cat silently soothes you, lifts your spirits, and shows up for you in your hardest moments. From behaviors that seem random to tiny rituals you've probably overlooked, these actions reveal just how much your feline companion truly cares. Stay tuned, because number 1 will completely change how you see your cat's quiet presence in your life. 11. Sitting near you, but not on you. You might think your cat is ignoring you when they choose to sit a few feet away instead of curling up in your lap. In reality, this is one of the most tender forms of comfort a cat can offer. By sitting nearby without demanding touch, they create a protective bubble of companionship around you. For someone feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated, this quiet closeness can be incredibly soothing. It's their way of saying, "I'm here if you need me, but I'll give you space to breathe." So next time your cat perches nearby, don't assume they're aloof. They're carefully reading your mood and offering exactly the kind of support you need without crowding you. 10. Matching your breathing rhythms. Ever notice how your cat's breathing seems to sync with yours when you're lying down together? This isn't just coincidence. Cats are incredibly sensitive to subtle changes in their environment, including your heartbeat and breathing patterns. When you're stressed, your breaths tend to quicken. A cat instinctively slows their own breathing, subtly encouraging you to match their calmer rhythm. This creates a quiet, shared moment of regulation that lowers both of your stress levels. You probably won't even notice it happening, but this invisible exchange is like a tiny, wordless therapy session. It's proof that your cat is deeply attuned to your emotional state, helping you find balance without a single meow. 9. Choosing unusual sleeping spots near your worries. Sometimes a cat will suddenly nap in a strange new location, on top of your unopened mail, near your packed suitcase, or even on that pile of papers you've been stressing over. While it might seem like random feline behavior, there's often something deeper happening. Cats are drawn to areas of emotional energy, almost like little emotional thermometers. When you've been anxiously pacing near your bills or worrying about an upcoming trip, your cat senses that tension and places themselves right on top of it. By physically covering the source of your stress, it's as if they are trying to shield you. The next time your cat picks a seemingly odd napping spot, take a moment to consider what it represents in your life. They might be comforting you by literally resting on your worries. 8. The quiet check-in during your lowest moments. Cats have an uncanny ability to sense when their humans are sad or unwell. Unlike dogs, they don't rush in with obvious gestures of concern. Instead, they offer what could be called the silent check-in. You might notice your cat lingering at the doorway, glancing at you without making a sound, then casually walking away. This isn't indifference. It's a deeply respectful form of emotional support. They're making sure you're safe without overwhelming you with attention. If you're struggling, that brief silent glance is their way of saying, "I see you. I'm here if you need me." It's easy to dismiss this as coincidence, but these subtle check-ins are one of the most understated ways cats show they care. 7. Redirecting your restless energy. When you're anxious, your body language shifts. You might fidget, pace, or breathe irregularly. Cats are incredibly perceptive, and when they notice this restless energy, they often respond by doing something seemingly unrelated, chasing a toy, batting at a curtain, or suddenly racing across the room. While it might seem random, this is their way of diffusing tension in the space you share. By redirecting energy into play or movement, they subtly encourage you to shift your focus, almost like an emotional reset button. In essence, your cat is saying, "Let me carry some of that stress for you. Watch me be silly so you don't have to hold on to it." The next time your cat does a sudden playful burst when you're feeling tense, try to see it as an intentional act of comfort rather than mere mischief. 6. Offering their back instead of their face. Most people assume a cat turning their back to you is a sign of disinterest, but in feline social language, it's actually a powerful gesture of trust and solidarity. When your cat sits facing away from you, they're essentially taking on the role of lookout, like a guard standing at attention. It's their way of saying, "Relax, I've got your back," literally. This behavior is especially comforting when you're feeling vulnerable or anxious, even if you don't consciously notice it. So, the next time your cat turns away and sits calmly in your presence, recognize it for what it is, a quiet, loyal promise of safety. 5. Mirroring your mood without copying it. Cats don't just notice your emotions, They respond to them with remarkable subtlety. If you're deeply sad, your cat won't necessarily act sad themselves. Instead, they'll often soften their behavior, becoming quieter and gentler in your presence. If you're feeling joyful but chaotic, they might slow things down, creating a sense of balance. This isn't mimicry, it's emotional modulation. By adjusting their energy to complement yours rather than mirror it exactly, cats create a kind of equilibrium in the room. This silent harmonizing effect helps you regulate your feelings without ever realizing it's happening. It's one of the most profound, invisible ways they comfort you daily. 4. Inviting you to follow them. Sometimes your cat will walk a few steps ahead of you, glance back, then continue on as if they're leading you somewhere. It might seem like they just want food or playtime, but often there's a deeper purpose. They're gently guiding you out of your current emotional state. Maybe you've been sitting in one spot, lost in negative thoughts. Your cat senses this stagnation and coaxes you to move, whether it's to a sunny window, a quieter room, or even just a different chair. The simple act of following them creates a physical shift that often leads to an emotional shift. 3. Creating small rhythmic sounds. While purring is the most well-known comforting sound cats make, some cats go beyond that. They might gently tap their tail against the floor, rhythmically lick their paw, or make soft clicking noises near you. These repetitive, steady sounds work almost like a metronome for your nervous system. Without even noticing, your body begins to match their calming rhythm, easing tension, and promoting a sense of safety. It's similar to how people feel soothed by ocean waves or the ticking of a clock. The beauty is that your cat doesn't need to do anything dramatic. These tiny, almost imperceptible sounds weave a blanket of calm around you, stitch by stitch. 2. Choosing to be still when you're restless. When you're restless, pacing, talking too fast, or overthinking, your cat's stillness becomes a powerful counterbalance. By lying completely still in your presence, they create a visual and energetic anchor. This isn't laziness, it's intentional emotional grounding. In a world full of noise and motion, their calm presence silently encourages you to slow down and breathe. It's their way of whispering, without words, it's safe to stop now. Many people underestimate just how healing this feline stillness can be. But once you notice it, you'll never see your cat's naps the same way again. 1. Subtle nighttime patrols. You may think your cat's late-night wandering is just them being nocturnal, but often these quiet patrols are acts of care. While you sleep, your cat moves through the house, checking doors, windows, and familiar spots, not for their own sake, but for yours. By ensuring everything is as it should be, they create a secure environment for you to rest. Even if you never see them doing it, you feel the results. Deeper, safer sleep, because your subconscious knows your cat is on lookout. In this way, your cat becomes a silent guardian, protecting your peace through their nightly rounds. And there you have it. Those are the adorable ways your cat tries to comfort you. Curious for more insights? Discover the ways in which they give compliments, or learn about the weird things they do for attention. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.